Welcome to the Explainer. So, picture this. What would actually happen inside your body if you ate 4 eggs every single day? And I don't mean just trying it out for a week. I mean making it a consistent, non-negotiable daily habit. It's a fascinating question, mostly because eggs are easily one of the most misunderstood foods in the world. Today, we're going to look at the hard biology of what really happens to your brain, your muscles, your eyes, and your daily energy levels when you upgrade your diet with them.
Now, right off the bat, before we get into the amazing benefits, we have to address the giant cholesterol-shaped elephant in the room. If you're eating 4 eggs a day, is your cholesterol going to skyrocket? Is it going to wreck your heart? For decades, eggs were heavily blamed for heart disease, and honestly, that fear still lingers today. So before we look at anything else, let's see what modern science actually says about this.
Let's get into Section 1, the cholesterol truth.
It is time to finally correct the record and shift away from literal decades of dietary misinformation. The absolute key here is understanding your liver. See, your body, specifically your liver, actually produces most of your cholesterol completely on its own. And your body is incredibly smart. When you eat eggs regularly, your liver doesn't freak out. It just naturally scales back its own production to keep everything in perfect balance. Instead of causing some dangerous overload, your body just accommodates what you've eaten.
And what's really fascinating is how the breakdown of your cholesterol actually shifts. Your HDL, the good cholesterol, that often goes up. Meanwhile, your LDL, the bad cholesterol, actually changes shape. It becomes these larger, much less harmful particles. The real danger to your heart comes from those small, dense, artery-clogging particles, and eggs absolutely do not promote those. If anything, they usually help create a much safer, healthier overall cholesterol profile.
All right, moving on to Section 2, the perfect protein.
So, stepping past those old heart fears, let's look at the sheer nutritional powerhouse packed inside an egg. Think about how we usually get our protein. It's usually from chicken or beef, right? Those are dense muscle tissues, and they're relatively tough for your body to break down. But an egg, it's completely different. As the source material beautifully puts it, an egg is a starter kit for life. It literally contains every single building block you'd need to grow a living organism entirely from scratch. How wild is that?
Because of that absolute biological perfection, egg protein has the highest biological value of literally any natural food on the planet. Your body can use almost 100% of the protein in an egg. Basically, zero waste. It is fully, cleanly absorbed right into your system.
And because your body is using every single drop of that protein, you get some amazing benefits. We're talking faster muscle repair, stronger joints and bones, and surprisingly, way better immune function. If you're someone who feels sluggish recovering from a workout, or you're just constantly drained from the daily grind, this is one of the most efficient, high-impact nutritional upgrades you could possibly make.
And this translates directly into your daily energy levels. Eggs aren't just protein. Those yolks provide healthy fats that give you this beautiful, steady stream of fuel. Contrast that with your typical breakfast. Cereal or toast? That just spikes your blood sugar. You get a quick rush, sure, but then a massive crash like an hour later. Eggs, on the other hand, give you a slow burn. People who switch to a 4-egg breakfast constantly report feeling completely full for 4 to 6 hours. No crazy energy crashes, no mid-morning brain fog, and definitely no constant rumbling stomach.
Which brings us to Section 3, the muscle master switch. Okay, now we're getting into a very specific nutrient that becomes absolutely critical as we get older, and that is leucine. Think of leucine as literally a master switch for your cells. When you consume it, it acts as a direct signal telling your body, hey, it is time to start repairing and building muscle. It just flips the whole system right on.
And here is exactly why this matters to you. After the age of 40, we naturally start losing muscle mass. It's just a biological reality. But eating 4 eggs a day provides that consistent, daily leucine signal your body desperately needs to preserve your strength and keep your metabolism running fast. And let's be real, maintaining muscle isn't just about looking good in the mirror. It's about preserving your mobility, your independence, and your overall health as you age.
Next up, Section 4, building a sharper brain.
Let's travel further up the body to the brain and see how eggs directly feed our cognitive functions. Your brain is mostly made of fat, and it desperately needs specific nutrients to stay sharp and function properly. Well, eggs happen to be one of the best sources on the planet for choline and phospholipids. And these aren't just random nice-to-have vitamins. They are the literal bricks and mortar of your brain cells. You are quite literally feeding your brain exactly what it is made of.
When you supply your brain with those exact building blocks, it leads to clearer thinking, much better memory, vastly improved focus during the day, and even a stabilized mood. Whether you're a student pulling long hours, a busy professional, or really just someone looking to fiercely protect your mind as the years go by, this is a daily habit that pays out massive mental dividends.
Moving right along to Section 5, Protecting Your Eyesight. This is our final anatomical stop, and it reveals a massive, kind of hidden benefit for all of us living in the modern world. Tucked right there inside that golden yolk are two incredibly powerful antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. The source material actually calls these internal sunglasses for your eyes. They physically accumulate in your retina, building up this natural defense system right inside your eyeball.
And you definitely want those internal sunglasses because they help filter out the harmful blue light constantly blasting into your eyes from your phones and computer screens. They protect against UV ray damage, and they even sharpen your vision in low light conditions. Seriously, if your daily life involves staring at glowing rectangles all day long, eating eggs is one of the absolute simplest, most biologically effective ways to protect your eyesight over the long haul.
Finally, Section 6. Does egg quality matter?
So we've seen the biology, but let's get practical for a second. What should you actually buy at the grocery store? Because sourcing dramatically impacts your food. Caged eggs, those are the lowest quality. The hens are under high stress. Cage-free is a little better, but the animals are usually still pretty crowded. The absolute gold standard you are looking for is pasture-raised. These hens are out in the sun, eating a natural diet, and that lack of stress combined with their natural lifestyle makes their eggs significantly more nutrient-dense. You're quite literally buying a better, healthier product.
But hey, I want to be super clear about this. If you can't find pasture-raised, or if they just don't fit the budget right now, please do not worry. We shouldn't let perfect be the enemy of the good here. Even just a regular, standard grocery store egg is far, far healthier for you than grabbing some highly processed breakfast bar or a bowl of sugary cereal.
So the bottom line here is surprisingly simple. Those decades of fear-mongering, they were just wrong. If your body handles them well, eating up to 4 eggs a day is a biologically powerful way to radically upgrade your health. It supports your muscles, it shields your brain, and it keeps your energy incredibly stable all day. So I'm going to leave you with this. Knowing all the incredible biological advantages we just walked through, are you ready to trade in your morning cereal for nature's perfect starter kit? Give it some thought.